What does every business want but happy customers that keep coming back? Hi, I'm Nancy Martinez, and I'm the director here of the Independent Retail Customer Channel and Marketing at Limbush Roses. Welcome to LBR Talks, our video podcast where we share leadership and business practices to help you elevate and enhance your floral business. Today, I'm super excited to have Jason Lenz, our Director of all customer channels, here with us, and his 30 plus years of industry knowledge to share with you on how to make that special customer connection that will help you elevate the brand loyalty that we're all looking for. Without further ado, let's get to my conversation with Jason. Hi, I'm Nancy. I'm your host here at LBR Talks. Today's guest comes with 30 plus years of experience at Limbush Roses. It's our director of customer channels, Jason Lenz. Welcome, Jason.
Thank you, Nancy. Happy to be here.
Well, good. And I'm excited for you to be here. And with all your experience and the interactions I see you having with our customers, made me really want you on this show so you could share some of how do you do that with your customers? How do you create and develop brand loyalty? Because that's really what you're doing when you're making these connections with people. So let's just I see you making instant connections when people come through the door here. What are some key...
part of that is.
What is it?
Been here a couple of years.
Well,
so
I
know people and have had long-lasting relationships.
Sure.
But on top of that, I think it's really, asking questions and being really curious about their business and them, for that matter. Not just their business, but how they're doing. Over time, you keep building on that. You learn a little more, and you're able to share back and forth secrets and tricks and
So asking the deeper questions. So not just I walk in, I'm putting myself in the shop owner's hands right now, and not just walking through the shop door and someone coming up to me and saying, "Can I help you?" Because
Right.
Yeah.
And to me, that kind of makes me step back. So a lot of times when I walk into a store and I get approached like that, I don't feel comfortable anymore.
Okay.
I feel like I don't know how to answer the question yet because I don't even see what's here. So in that situation, I'm always, trying to tell people to just take a step back, make sure that they know you're aware that they're there, and thank them for coming in, show them that you're appreciative that they're there. But hold it back. Other sales people in this industry say get right up there, but to me, they're coming in. You want to make them feel comfortable.
So the first thing you want to do is make them feel welcomed and comfortable.
Yep.
Okay. And that's just by acknowledging them right away.
Yep.
Happy to see you.
Absolutely.
And then give them a little space.
Stop what you're doing.
Okay.
Make sure that they know that you're aware that they're in the store, and then you give them a little bit, and then just say, anytime I'm here, if you have any questions or how can I help you today, just a general statement. But being too forceful with it makes somebody uncomfortable. What you want them to do is feel really comfortable being there. Likely if they're comfortable now, they'll tend to come back.
Okay. So you said, let me know how I can help you. You didn't say, can I help you? Difference here, open-ended question, how can I, versus do you need any help? Close-ended, they have an opportunity to say no, and then the conversation's over.
It is.
Where do you go? There's not much.
Always trying to keep the open-ended question in the forefront is key. They could decide at that point, I really don't want anything.
Sure.
If you ask a yes or no, and then they could just leave. So asking the open-ended question at least creates more dialogue. It can help you understand their needs better.
And
they
move
may
to the
not
deeper questions.
they may not be ready for a sale at that point, but you'll get an understanding of really what it is that they came in for originally versus not really.
And body language, there's so much to be said for it here, the way your
Yep.
whole body is talking to them at that time.
So pleasant, not rushed. You want to make them know, yes. You want to make them know that you have time for them. Even if you're juggling a lot of balls, you want to make sure that you stop and give them the time that they need.
Yeah.
Easier said than done, I know, but that's the reality.
So they want some kind of connection. They want to feel, I read somewhere, seen, heard, and valued. And to be able to do that is success with the customer.
I think that's what we all want.
Yeah.
And to me, that goes for anybody, right? Whether it's a customer or, a friend or family member, that is really what we all want our part in the big play.
Yeah. And in this time now, we're going to see people slowly come back. Maybe people that were your online customers exclusively over this last year, they're going to feel more and more safe, or many of them will, and they're going to, hopefully we'll have more and more people in our shop. So welcoming them back, right, in a safe way is going to be really important, and making them feel like, I get to see you again. This is awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Making them very aware that you're appreciative that they're there.
Yeah.
Not making them feel like you have something else that you need to be doing. So really relaxed, really confident in what you're selling to them, and knowledgeable, and just really grateful.
Sure.
So some of the sales in this business are not fun. So really drawing out your own emotions based on what they're going through, whether it's a funeral, whether it's a wedding, all of those things are important, and continues to build that relationship.
Yeah. So anything they're going through is important. I had a experience at a local store, not a flower shop, recently, and I honestly, when I left, felt like I had a new best friend. She was just so nice and knowledgeable, right? So that being friendly, she educated me, and I felt like I left Disneyland, right? Because it was just a happy experience. So I happen to like Disneyland, so I'm going to want to go back there, right? I want to go back to, I remember the feeling that I had when I was there, and that kind of memory.
Yep.
Of the
and that really is what creates a repeat visit, and all of us want that. That's the point of having a retail establishment, is to get people to see what you have in there and are curious to come in and stop in more often.
Yeah.
That experience that you had, puts it on the bucket list, or somebody's bucket list, for what they're going to do once a month or every couple weeks.
Yeah.
They're just going to stop in to see what's new, or because it left you feeling good.
Absolutely.
So.
And that's what we want. Yeah. And then, so there are going to be still customers that will just want to pick up the phone, right? So seeing them gives you more opportunity to engage and connect. But I pick up the phone, what do I do to make that the best experience?
Stop. Not stop, drop, and roll. Stop, put a smile on, and then pick it up. So
even before you pick up. Yeah, that's good.
What you don't want to do is take how busy you are and have the customer hear that, because then they feel like a number or a transaction versus a valued customer.
Yeah, it shows that you're distracted and you're not paying attention to what their needs are at the moment.
So by doing that, it actually makes you forget about what you're doing and focus on that customer, and it will probably create a repeat customer.
I like that. You stop, maybe just look at the phone, smile, pick it. Good. Yeah.
So
good advice. I like it. And I guess the last thing I want to ask you about is just how do you feel that doing these things create a brand loyalty to a shop. By doing this, how does that keep you top of mind?
I think one of the key things in what I've been saying here, which is not rocket science. I mean, it really is genuine. I care. You're a customer. I appreciate you. And how do I continue to develop our relationship? And that's what we're basically talking about. How does that translate into brand? I would say it's anytime you can understand more about a customer, it pulls them in.
Yeah.
So, like, I follow a lot of our customers on Facebook.
Yes, you do.
Whether you know it or not. So that
awesome.
gives me something to touch base with them when I talk to them next. And it actually makes me curious about some of the things that they're doing. So I'll ask more questions. So you guys have a lot of followers on Facebook too in your communities, and a great way for you to really pull customers in is to follow them, and or at least check in on them and see what else is going on in their lives. So the next time they're in, you have something more to talk about, something deeper to talk about, and oftentimes that really makes them become part of your cheerleading team, if you will.
Yeah.
So then they start passing your name out more than they may have been before. It was really crazy. I was in this flower shop, and she started asking me about my new grandson or something.
Yeah.
And they feel really touched because they think you're just a customer or a vendor.
Yeah.
They think of themselves as just a sale, potentially. You're telling them that they're much more than just a sale.
Yeah, and it's much more fun to do business like that,
Absolutely
right?
agree.
When you get to know people, and you are really good at that, and you do follow, and you make that investment in our customers by learning more and more about them, and when they hear that from you, it puts a value on the relationship.
And it isn't about making the sale. For me, when I'm doing this, it's about understanding change in our business or change in one of their lives or what they're trying to understand, so that maybe we can find something together that's working for them. If it's a new partnership that they have in their town that they're trying to promote flowers with, maybe that would work for another customer of ours in another area. And all of those things, really, the success of them and how well we pass those things around create success for all of us.
Yeah, that's great. Well, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for sharing your wealth of knowledge to our customers. And thank you, our partners out there, for coming back again for another week of LBR Talks. And until next time, Jason's going to be back, and he's going to share some really great information on how to be successful when forecasting.
Yikes.
Yay!
Thanks for having me. Thank you, guys.
What a great episode. I thank Jason so much for coming and sharing on how to make connections and what he's done and to do that and elevate his relationships with our customers. You can do the same with yours. I have a quote here. I love quotes. This one's by Brene Brown. Again, I think I've used her in the past. She really speaks to me. And this is on connection. Connection is the energy that is created between people when they feel seen, heard, and valued. It'll be in a downloadable for you to go ahead and print, throw on your bulletin board, share it on your sites, whatever you want to do with that. And I encourage you to share this with your employees as well. This episode, I think, is really great and just provides some really good basic knowledge on how to welcome and enhance your relationships with your customers. Thanks for joining, and come back next time when Jason's going to be with us again to talk about forecasting and how and why that's important and how it can add to your success. Until next time, thanks for joining us.